So beautiful. Unbelievable out here. Hello again, all you beautiful soul seekers, all you spiritual warriors out there flowing with the Tao through your life. Gordon Maychak here, back with another entry in the journal of my spiritual journey that I wanted to share with you here. I'm just about to wrap up my morning walk here. It's incredibly beautiful out here. And I was thinking about intuition. And what did I want to say about intuition this morning? Here's a quick one for you. I want to tell you a quick story that will, I think, illustrate for you one way that intuition and having a conscious connection to your higher self, to your guides, as the case may be, and or to higher information. This is one example, one illustration of how those things can occur and the impact that they can have, okay? All right, so here's the story. About a week or so ago, I got a call from a female friend of mine who's going through menopause, and she's having a really, really tough time of it. Her hormones are all out of whack. The doctors don't seem to be able to decide on anything that actually helps her. It just seems to be going downhill and just getting more and more difficult for her. She's really been struggling. And the doctors keep prescribing harder and harder drugs rather than addressing what the actual underlying issue is with her hormones and getting things properly balanced out. So she's been having a very, very tough time. And especially it's manifested recently in terrible insomnia. She's just not been able to sleep. And it's just been, going on and on and on. And the longer it goes on, as you guys know, if you've ever experienced insomnia, man, it's brutal, right? But this has just been a very, very tough time for her. So she called and said, Gordon, can you please meditate on this, contemplate my situation, talk to your guides, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, but can you please help me and give me some information or something that can help make this situation a little bit better. So I came out here on that same day. I came out here that afternoon on my beautiful afternoon nature walk, as I do every day. And one of the things that she had told me was that among her hormone situation and the imbalances, one of the things that she had said, was that her cortisol levels were way too high. And so they were trying to figure out ways to bring down her cortisol. Okay, I don't even know what cortisol is. What do I know about female hormones, right? Nothing. But she said, okay, well, my cortisol is elevated. That's one of the challenges here with the hormone imbalance. Okay, so I come out here on my walk, and I don't know anything about any of this stuff other than what she told me. And I, as I was walking here through the forest, like I always do, I made a conscious connection with my higher self and guides, if need be. And I asked, first in my mind, in thought, I asked, more or less word for word, something to the effect of, please help me. Please give me some information that I can help Veronica. Any information, what can she do? Is there anything she can do? Is there anything you can give me? Please help. Please allow me to help her. Please give me something that I can take and give to her that will help her. So I had that thought intention in my mind, and I expressed that silently on the inner plane. And then I physically said it out loud as I was walking, because I was sort of making it up as I went, right? It was very spontaneous. And I immediately, within just seconds, I immediately had a very clear, strong mental image in my mind of a root, some kind of a root. I don't know anything about roots. I don't cook. I don't know herbs. I don't know spices. I don't know roots. I don't know any of that stuff. But I could see this very clear mental image of a root. And I said, okay, that's a root. yes, that's a root. That's what they were telling me. This is a root. I said, okay, well, I don't know anything about roots. I don't even know the names of any roots. What kind of root is it? Can you give me anything else? And again, within a few seconds, I had this knowing that the word licorice came into my mind. And I could hear an aspect of myself saying to Veronica, hey, do you like licorice? Thinking, like the red vines or the black licorice that people eat as candy, right? But I heard that as almost like a joking aside in the back of my mind. And licorice root, and I said, was the message that came through when I asked what kind of root it was. Licorice root. Like, licorice root, I think I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it. And I started wondering, well, I wonder if that is how they make licorice. I don't know. What do I know about licorice? I don't know how licorice is made, where it comes from, what the flavor. I don't know any of that, backstory of that stuff. But I was very clearly given the information, licorice root. Okay, so I continued on my walk. Thank you very much to my soul and my higher self and God and my guides for helping me like that. And I figured, I don't know the first damn thing about licorice root. So when I get home, as soon as I get home, I'm going to Google this and see what is the story here with the licorice root. So I come home, I go straight to my computer, I Google how to lower excessive cortisol levels. And I scroll down, and what do you suppose I saw down there on a short list of things that have been proven and are known to reduce cortisol levels? Boom, there it was in black and white, licorice root. I saw that and I literally, said out loud, I don't remember exactly what, but I sort of had a little outburst of, of happiness and confirmation there, because it was such a powerful confirmation and it was so immediate. And I tell you this story because this is an example of how intuition can work in one way, where your conscious mind, Gordon Majak's mind, when I saw those images in my mind and heard those words, licorice root, and saw that visual of that root, I don't know the first damn thing about licorice root, and if you just ask Gordon Majak, the three-dimensional human here standing in the woods, well, what does this have to do with cortisol and helping Veronica and on, I would have nothing to contribute to that conversation. And that's how you know that information didn't come from me. That's the confirmation that the information came from what I was aligning myself with the frequency or the vibration or the souls or the higher aspects of souls that I was connecting to. The information came from them because it was information that would confound my little pea brain. I would have no concept of what any of that means and how it plays out. Anyway, so I Googled it, and boom, there it was right there. One of the known, proven medications, or not medications, but substances that you can take that helps with cortisol. So, of course, I immediately called my friend back and said, I don't know where this came from. I've just been given the term licorice root. You're supposed to get some licorice root. She went to the store immediately, got some licorice root, took it that night, and slept a good night's sleep for the first time in a very, very long time. And when I heard that the next day, when she said, I actually got some sleep last night and I feel so much better. The first night in many nights of sleepless nights. Again, just another confirmation of how, and there's not just one way, this is just one example of how intuition can work. It can hit you in any number of different ways depending on what you're trying to accomplish, or what not accomplish is not the right thing. Depending on the nature of the connection or the type of connection that you're having at that point. But anyway, so I thought that was pretty interesting story. Wanted to share it with you guys. We're going to be talking about intuition, obviously quite a lot on the channel, and I'll be giving you many, many more examples of how it has impacted me and changed my life, and how it continues to impact me and change my life on a day-by-day, moment-by-moment basis. because it's just so important, and these times really call for us, as I said, I think in the description of my channel, these times really call for us to bring forth our best in ourselves and in each other and in the world. And I'll tell you, intuition and developing your intuition and honing your intuition, maintaining that contact, just so very important for our personal growth and personal spiritual development, but just for the sake of the world as well, right? Just such an important connection, really the most, right? So there it is for today. I will talk to you guys maybe tomorrow, or we'll see here in a few days. In the meantime, peace and be well to you. Continue out there flowing with the Tao, all you wandering mystics just like me. And don't forget to get out in nature, because this is where it's at. This is why the mystics retreated to nature, whether it was the desert or the forest. The ancient mystics retreated to the desert, the forest, the mountains, the ocean, wherever they had to go to, let's be honest, get away from people and get out here to where it really counts, this beautiful connection that we have with Mother Earth. All right, talk to you guys soon. Love you all so much. Thanks. See you soon.